don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hello there. I watched Sooryavanshi, and I was thinking it was going to be much different because of the thumbnail, because it's got Simba, it's got Singham, and the new guy Sooryavanshi. So I was thinking it was basically going to be a group up type movie. And then it felt like it was going to be a serious movie because they bring up terrorist attacks, they bring up 26/11, they bring up just how many attacks happened in India, terrorist attacks, and then they say it's all done by this one organization. So I'm instantly in the mood that it's going to be a serious film. This movie gave me a bad taste in my mouth. Because, if anything, they should have referenced other terrorist attacks in India and then just tried to prevent a new terrorist attack. Has nothing to do with the other terrorist attacks, but they used them as a reference to the fact that India is targeted by terrorist groups. It would have worked better because it wouldn't have seemed like they're trying to make light of the situation. Because the main character... I enjoy this actor, but it was just like this movie, they made it too serious to make it a comedy. It did not work for me at all. I enjoyed it when Singham and Simba showed up. I enjoyed their characters, because as soon as Singham showed up, I was able to throw out the fact that this is a terrorist film, and it's just like, oh, I'm going back to that movie I remember. But the whole thing was... If they did it like Phantom, I would have preferred it more. Where they made it serious. Where they referenced everything that happened, but kept it in a serious tone. Like I said, this one made it seem like it's not important. Like they didn't care about the tragedies that happened. Oh, they happened. They're no big deal. Here, watch this comedy as we make jokes about terrorist actions. That's what I got out of it. It just felt... I felt disgusted watching it because it had its moments where it was funny, but every time they kept bringing up terrorism, it was just wrong. It was wrong because it kept bringing me back that this isn't a comedy. This shouldn't be a comedy, because it's just like Singham worked because it was a nameless politician, and it's easy to believe that politicians do that. I'm pretty sure there are facts that politicians have done that and have gotten away with it. So, it's easy to just see a no-name politician. Same thing with, you could have done that with terrorism, because terrorism is senseless, pointless, there's no rhyme or reason to it. And you could have used that. You could have used that. The only thing I absolutely enjoyed in this movie was the fact that they were pointing out the fact that India is rich in culture. Like this is, like they pointed out, an Indian Muslim. Yeah, there are how many religions in India, and they all get along with one another? Well, roughly. Sure, there's, like, people don't completely get along when there are districts for specific religions. So that getting along is not really the right word, but at the same time, there is an understanding, there is an acceptance to one another, even though they all live in different districts to basically separate themselves from other religions. I'm pretty sure that's not everywhere, but that's in some, like the bigger cities most likely. It tends to happen in bigger cities, just like in San Francisco, there's Japantown, Chinatown. In big cities, they always have those where they just congregate together. It's more comfortable when you have people of the same mindset, so it makes sense. But at the same time, it breeds a separation. So I did enjoy that aspect where they showed one 40-year retired police officer. He's like 60-something, the father of one of his agents. And he was Muslim. Was an officer in India for like 30 years and was well respected, well accepted. Nobody cared because he was a good man. That's all that matters. So I did enjoy that little aspect. That's the fact that it's rich in culture. There is no, well, there are hardships, but it's I don't know. But it's just like the movie kept giving me a sour taste in my mouth, just because after it'd do something like that, it'd go back to being a comedy and talking about terrorism, and then making me feel as if it was trying to make it as if it was a joke. And it just didn't work. It just didn't work in the entirety of it. Sooryavanshi is definitely not a movie worth watching. Yeah, if you want to watch a movie, watch Singham. Don't watch Sooryavanshi. It just it doesn't sit right. It does not sit right. I guess now I just need to see Simba, because I've seen his character. I just need to see him in the movie. Hopefully it doesn't revolve around the same stuff. Thank you all for watching. Talk to you next time. Toodles.